Welcome to Deep Space Narratives, where the universe becomes a story.
Mars is a planet that human beings have been interested in for thousands of years. We started to investigate closely this planet, which was recorded nearly 4,000 years ago for the first time when telescope first invented in the 17th century. In 1877, the Italian astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli drew the first map of Mars using a 22-centimeter telescope. The most important feature of this map is that there are canals in it. That's why Martians first came to our mind when we said the alien. For a long time it was thought that the canals were built by an advanced nation that lived on Mars. After 15 years, a more detailed mapping were performed by Percival Lowell. In 1930, Eugene M. Antoniadi published a more detailed map of Mars. After this map, the canals in Mars appeared to be an optical misconception. In the 1960s, the Soviet Union and then the US began to send spacecraft to Mars. These were flyby vehicles that approached Mars and continued on their way. None of the 9 spacecraft sent by the Soviet Union has reached its goal. Mariner 5, sent by the United States, approached Mars in 1965 and sent the first photographs of a planet outside Earth. In 1971, the Soviet Union sent a spacecraft named Mars 2, but due to a computer malfunction, it failed to reach its goal again. And almost exactly 47 years ago, on November 27, 1971, crashed into Mars. It was crashed, but it still earned the title of being the first man-made vehicle to land on a planet outside the Earth. About a month after his brother Mars 3 managed to make a soft landing on the planet, but 14.5 seconds after landing, we were lost in communication with his. In the same year, the Mariner 9 spacecraft sent by the US in 1971 became the first spacecraft to enter the orbit of another planet outside the Earth and systematically mapped the planet. When Mariner 9 first arrived at Mars, there was a great dust storm on the plain. When the storm slowed down, the first thing that seemed was the peaks of the huge volcanoes. This region is called Tharsis Plateau. As you can see on the topographic map, these volcanoes are quite high. Some are 20 kilometers, some are 3 times as high as Everest. We haven't seen any bigger in the solar system yet. The name given here is the name of Tharsis, is some place that the Bible and the Torah contains in it. And this name is also established with a relationship with Tarsus in Mersin. So we can say there's a Tarsus region on Mars. Viking 1 was the first spacecraft to land successfully on Mars and send us signals. On July 20th, 1976, it landed in Mars's plain that called Golden Plain area and served for more than 6 years. This is the first photo after landing, the first time we saw another planet from its surface. About 20 years later, in 1997, the Pathfinder reconnaissance vehicle landed on Mars. Unlike previously landed space vehicles, this vehicle brought something small, a 6-wheeler traveler, a rover. We were started to drive a remote-controlled car on another planet, though it could go up to 100 meters, but this, the rover that named Sojourner, and Pathfinder took 16,500 photos and sent 8.5 million measurements to Earth. In 2004, 2 more rovers landed on Mars. The first of these was the Spirit, which was supposed to work on the day of the 90 SOL and work for 600 meters, but it was able to continue on his way for more than 5 years and about 8 kilometers in total. It was stuck in the soft sand. Also in 2004, Opportunity, which went down to Mars 3 weeks after its brother Spirit, still continues to serve today. After landing, it discovered the area, firstly examined the Endurance crater, and took photographs. Then it headed south, and found the shattered heat shields of the vehicle that lowered him. Then it resumed its path and visited many other small and large craters. He sent us the first scientific evidence that there was water once on Mars. After a total of 46 kilometers, he was caught in one of Mars's famous sandstorms in June 2018. Scientists put it to deep sleep. Nowadays, it is expected that it wake up and continue on its way. Here we can take a detailed tour of Mars, thanks to the photographs taken by such riders, spacecraft, and orbiting satellites. I am now taking you to Olympus Mons as part of this tour, the highest mountain in the solar system. Covering area 600 kilometers in diameter, so this circular area is about the size of France. Due to the convex edges you see, such volcanic mountains are called shield volcanoes. In the world, the Hawaiian Islands are similar to those of volcanoes. In Turkey, Karakada, Mount Ararat, Mount Tenderek, which is still active. Just like in the shield volcanoes on Mars, you see a gray strip to the east of Olympus Mons. That area is photographed in higher resolution. As you approach the surface, you can see the traces of the lava flowing. These photos were taken with high-resolution cameras in Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which was orbited by Mars in 2006. In such photographs, the color information is compromised in order to keep the resolution high, and so it looks black and white. As you see a slightly different colored strip in the middle, a photographic technique called false color in those regions. Different spectra are recorded from the spectrum that the human eye can see. This provides us with scientific data on the structure of the Earth. When we look at the photographs of Mars, we can see some Mars's powders. These can be collapsed like snow in the world and can cause avalanche-like avalanches in snowy areas. Look, now that we're getting close, you'll notice the traces of these avalanches. The blue point you're currently seeing is about the size of a bus. After an avalanche, the Mars powders were solidified and turned into a rock. There are steep slopes on the edge of this mountain, which is gradually increasing in height and thus has little slope because it covers a very large area. Now let's take a look at the top of the mountain. It looks different than the mountains in the world. Clouds are also white spots in the photographs of this region. There is a 6 calderas at the top. It means crumbled crater. Those are pits about 3.5 kilometers deep. The other big thing on Mars is the canyon's Valles Marineris canyon stretches east of Tharsis. Mariner Valley was named after Mariner spacecraft. The width of 200 kilometers, get ready, has 4,000 kilometers length. Think this canyon is Turkey. You start walk from west, you'll finish from China. Even though it is one of the largest in the solar system, there is a bigger place than that in the world. Rift Valley in East Africa is the larger than that. As a matter of fact, they are similar in structure. Unlike other valley types, these enormous structures are not formed by rivers. It is caused by geological cracks and collapses. In this high-resolution photo taken in Juvente, you see a mountain at a height of 2.5 kilometers. It's like a multi-layered cake. Each layer of that cake is actually formed as a result of sulfate precipitation. Scientists think that there may be magnesium sulfate. This substance is used in medicine and beauty products, so if you watch a YouTube video shot to promote facial care creams imported from Mars one day, know the raw material. Our knowledge of the surface of Mars is increasing day by day, but we haven't been able to get much information about his internal structure until today. Soon we will have information about it, because there is a new spacecraft approaching Mars on November 25th, 2018. It's about to get there. The InSight spacecraft, which was launched on May 5th, on November 26th, 2018, Monday. At 2247 TSI, it will land in a flat area close to Mars's equator. I'm going to do a live broadcast on landing, just like I did at the launch. So we will witness a historical moment together again. We will start a journey into the depths of a planet out of Earth.